What's going on, YouTube? This is your friendly neighborhood DraftKings addict, bringing my top picks for Monday's main NBA DFS slate. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and let's get into it. If you could, drop a like on the video real quick. It really helps out the channel. If you're new to DraftKings addict, thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe before you go. And as always, guys, drop your comments below. Let me know who you love and who you hate on today's slate. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. So Draft Dashboard is my favorite research tool of choice, guys. If you like what you see in this video, there's a 30-day trial for $1. The link is in the description of this video. Check it out if you're interested in using this tool. All right, it's cool because you can use it for NBA, NHL, MLB, and NFL, and it's good for DraftKings or FanDuel. So check it out if you like what you see. All right, so I'm going over to the position optimizer where I can break down the slate position by position. So as you can see at the top, we have a 9-game slate today. That's a pretty nice size. All right, and if you look at the layout of the games, man, we have a lot of games with double-digit differentials, man. So like this Toronto game, Milwaukee, Dallas, Houston, Miami, Denver. So a lot of games that could be potential blowouts, but we're not gonna look at that too much. All right, so first up, point guard. Right now, my favorite point guard on the slate for price to value and matchup, it's gonna be Mr. Chris Paul, man. If you look at it versus Dallas, the 4 times he's played Dallas, he's hit somewhere around 48 DraftKings points on average. All right, so that's awesome for a guy that's 6.9. If you look at the last 3 games, Chris Paul's quietly been having a pretty nice run. All right, 38, 41, and 50. And so I want to take advantage of that in this Dallas game. He appears to be over that little hamstring injury or whatever. Played 34 minutes the last game. All right, that was the game against OKC, I believe. So should be a nice matchup for Chris Paul. So if he's in today, not out for rest, get you some Chris Paul, guys. All right, so at shooting guard, my favorite shooting guard right now at the moment is going to be Mr. Wiggins. All right, so we still got a lot of those guards that are questionable over in Minnesota. So let me make sure. I believe, we got a game time decision on Teague. Same thing with Rose. All right, and we already got Jared Bayless. He's also a game time decision as well. So keep an eye on that, guys. But as of right now, at the recording of my video, I love me some Wiggins right now at 6.5K going up against this Los Angeles team. And this guy is also on the heater as well. 48 and 51 in the last 2 games played. And this guy's taking a ton of shots. And so definitely like me some Wiggins on this slate. If those other guards are in, I don't like Wiggins as much. And I'll probably default over here to Mr. Zach LaVine, who's also been on the heater. 54, 41, and 41 in the last 3 games. All right, if you look at it versus Milwaukee, he's had success in the past. So right now, those are my 2 favorite shooting guards. So small forward. All right, so on this one right here, guys, I'm going to go with this team. They traded away a lot of players, and so this guy's been getting a lot of run, and I think he's in an awesome spot. So if you scroll all the way down here, you got this guy right here, Mr. Kevin Knox. He's in a quiet matchup versus Cleveland, man. Cleveland is not, both of these teams are terrible when it comes to defense. All right, so this should be a great game. And so with Kevin Knox, the guy's playing 35 plus minutes over the last 3 games. If you look at his history versus Cleveland, he scored 34 the last time they met. And so for a guy that's 5K, he's going to be getting extra minutes. At the moment, Kevin Knox is sticking out for me. So, all righty. Next up, power forward. Again, guys, these are not my only plays. These are just my favorite plays. All righty. So people like Paul George, I'm going to love. Okay. But these are the guys that are pretty good for their price and their matchup. So Blake Griffin is my favorite power forward on the slate, guys. All right. Actually, I take that back. He's my second favorite. My first favorite is going to be Larry Nance Jr. I'm just locking him in versus New York, guys. Larry Nance is coming off a 50 and a 41 game point performance. All right, now he gets New York. So at 5.9K, Larry Nance should be good to go. He's my favorite power forward on the slate. Second favorite is going to be Mr. Blake Griffin going up against Washington. This team gives up a ton of points, and they score a ton of points. So I'm looking for this game to be a nice size game. As you can see, 222 points projected between the 2 teams, and Detroit is a 4-point favorite at home where Blake Griffin tends to shine. So I like Blake Griffin at 9K. So those are my 2 favorite power forwards. All right, guys. So last but not least, who we liking at center? Actually, it might be Blake Griffin while you're playing, but I'm probably gonna go with Drummond. To be honest, man, Drummond's been quietly having a great game as well, and he gets a nice matchup versus Washington. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with Drummond, guys. Let's do that. So look at that: 45, 62, 59, and 56 in the last 4 matchups that he has played versus Washington. So he tends to smash versus Washington All right, guys. So 8.9K, you can't ignore that. All right, you could pay it for Karl Anthony Towns in the matchup versus the Clippers, but I'd rather save the money and pay down for Mr. Drummond at 8.9K. So those are my that's my favorite center. Again, we got Larry Nance. I see Steven Adams is in a good spot, but he just hadn't been producing lately. Same thing with Ibaka. So yeah, I'm going with Andre Drummond or either Blake Griffin as my center. Okay, so those are my favorite plays at the moment, guys. All right, so once you get done selecting your players that you like by hitting the little watch player button over here, you can come over to the lineup optimizer and optimize your lineup and let Draft Dashboard do all the heavy lifting. Now, if you don't like the lineup that it builds, you can always go in here and click on a player, and if you have some salary left over, you can upgrade or downgrade other players and then upgrade other ones and then kind of tweak it to your liking. But once you get your lineup set, click Save Lineup, and if you want to, we have a mass lineup generator where you can build anywhere between 10 to 100 lineups. All right, so you go in there, select within the max salary you want to select, and click Generate Lineups and let Draft Dashboard build you mass lineups. So, alrighty, guys. So let's go ahead and look at my favorite plays for the day. Chris Paul, 6.9K going up against Dallas, where he has smashed before in the past. Give me Chris Paul at 6.9. He's been playing heavy minutes and producing 35, 30 plus minutes and producing 40 plus DK points. Let's go at 6.9K. Wiggins, if we get news that those guards are out, I like Wiggins. He's been hot lately, playing extra minutes and taking a ton of shots. And so give me Andre Wiggins if those guards are still out. Now, if those guards are back in, then I'm going to fade to Levine. All right. Kevin Knox, again, has history versus Cleveland, done well. And this guy's been playing a ton of minutes. All right. His production has been questionable, but he's playing against Cleveland, guys. Come on. All right. Larry Nance Jr., again, smashes versus this team. 6K, playing a ton of minutes with all the injuries they have over there in Cleveland. So give me Larry Nance Jr. And then, like I said, Blake Griffin or Drummond, man. Take your pick. Who knows which one of them are going to go off for 60 DraftKings points. But right now in my video, I got Blake Griffin. But if I throw in Drummond as well, that still leaves you $3,900 per player. On this slate, you should be able to find some decent value at $3,900. But if not, you got 5K for the last three spots on 5.5K on the last three spots. So as you guys know, these are my favorite plays. That does not mean I'm going to have 100% of these guys in 100% of my lineups, but I will have a good amount of these guys throughout my lineup. So good luck on today's slate, guys. Don't forget to like the video for me before you go. If you're new to DK Addicts, don't forget to subscribe for daily NBA heat. I know we got a lot of players coming on over from NFL. If you're new to DK Addicts because you were playing NFL, drop a comment below. Let me know new from NFL. Alrighty, and then as always, guys, drop your comments below. Let me know who you love and who you hate on this slate. Peace.